Here we are in Scott City for a special edition of Welcome Home. I'm Jason Ray.
And I'm Veronica Kern. You may or may not have heard of ProjectSemperFi. Jason, it's such an inspiring story of a community really coming together to serve a Marine veteran battling stage 4 lung cancer.
Absolutely. We talked about this both on and off camera. This is the most rewarding thing either one of us have ever really been a part of. And we're so excited to give you a 60-minute, non-stop, commercial-free show that really tells the story of what inspired it all. So we're going to get to know Matt Johnston, but then we're going to show you 4 days of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears.
By hundreds of people.
Hundreds that have come out. And so stay tuned and let's hear the story of Matt Johnston that inspired ProjectSemperFi.
My dad is probably one of the biggest influences in my life.
My dad is he's the reason I am who I am today.
My dad's my best friend, my dad's my hero.
My grandpa is actually the best person I've ever met.
My name's Matthew Johnston. I'm 52 years old this year. I've got 6 children, 3 boys, 3 girls, just like the Brady Bunch. I've got 8 grandchildren, 4 boys, 4 girls. We try to keep everything balanced here.
I think the biggest thing that stands out whenever I think about my dad is whenever I was 15 and 16 years old, he was working construction, and every single morning he would ask me if I'd want to go sometimes. And we'd wake up and we'd get ready. We would go to the construction site and he would show me everything.
Me and my dad used to go fishing, all the time together. That was like one of our big things. We've always both liked fishing.
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I've been really close to my dad. We've always had times we go to the rifle range together, we go fishing, we just do everything together.
Go to the rifle range and shoot guns, build, hunt. I do everything with him.
No, my dad, he's the kind of person that, he'll forgive you for anything. If you need help, he'll help you. He'll do whatever needs to be done, however long it takes, he'll be there doing it.
He always showed me to respect people, if you say you're going to do something, do it. Your word means everything. That's all that you have. That is just who you are.
Every time I felt down or anything, my mom would take me over to his house and I'd be better.
Life is going to throw you in all different directions. And as long as you have people there like my dad, he's going to always get you on track.
Had a life-changing experience last year. We thought we had a stroke. Our left side started shutting down, and I knew that if I went in the hospital and it was a stroke, the money was over for my family. I trained myself for my left side to work, and I was working alongside one of my best friends, and he said he never knew.
Me and Matt worked at Dana for probably about 15 years together. We basically worked 7 days a week, anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day together. You become a whole lot like family to me. Truly feel like we are brothers.
Finally, it got so bad I couldn't control it anymore. Went to the hospital on a Wednesday morning, told the gentleman that I thought I'd had a stroke. He done the test, ran all the blood work, come back, told me no stroke. He got me over, done a brain scan, diagnosed me with lung cancer, and it had already moved into stage 4.
He called me at home and told me that he was in the hospital and what was going on, and he didn't want to bother me. He said, "I'll be okay," and I was like, some things you can talk about on the phone, some things you have to do in person.
I just felt like it was the end of my world. My dad's my best friend, my dad's my hero, and I just didn't know. I didn't know what to feel at the time.
It just was something that was, you know, scary, because just a bunch of question marks, and I couldn't get the answers because I didn't have access to a lot of the information that people back home did.
He said that he had 4th stage lung cancer. And I remember looking at him and I was just like, what? And it was just a waterfall of emotions, and it was a hard thing to grasp.
Me and my wife went straight up, sat around the bed, said some prayers, and it's been a battle ever since.
I met Matt Johnston actually at my house. He was part of a construction crew that was doing some additions at my home, and I knew right away he was a great guy, because the moment that he arrived was always just happy, you know, just happy to be working, happy about life. And then fast forward about 1.5 years, I get a call from him, and he said, do you by chance have any side jobs or odd jobs, you know, to finish up around the house? He said, I'm looking to make a little bit extra money, and you know, and I said, absolutely. I could tell something was just different about him, and finally I confronted him, and he said, well, you know, the chemo is just not agreeing with me.
Matt knew that he had cancer. He knew that he needed money, and he was trying to get as much work done as possible before he couldn't work anymore and not have the income. And he sold a job to Jason Ray to finish this back porch at his house, and he called me and my brother and asked us if we would come and help him.
He said, well, why are you here on a ladder working at my house? He said, Bart, I got to take care of my family.
We got out there and we started working, and I'd already told my brother, you know, I was like, this is for Matt. You know, he's done so much for me, it's time to give back a little. And my brother Manuel, he said the same thing. He's like, you know, I'm in. We'll just give it all to him.
The doctors had given him a really bleak, a death sentence. You know, that was not very long, and here he was working at my house just to make an extra buck. Luckily, he had called his best friend Travis Good, who is a phenomenal guy. Travis worked his butt off and got the job done. And at the end of the job, I went out there and I was getting ready to pay Matt, and Travis pulled me aside and he said, Matt's going to try to get you to pay me because that's just how he is, but we're not going to take any money. I wanted to volunteer my time because he's my brother.
Doing this job wasn't about making money, it was about helping a friend. And at first, you know, being the proud man that he is, he was like, no, this ain't going to happen. He finally accepted, you know, and he started crying. Me and my brother both started crying.
As I was sitting there with tears in my eyes, watching this and realizing that I just witnessed something truly special and a very, you know, sweet, selfless act among grown men, I went out there and said, with tears in my eyes, and I said, okay, I need in on this. This is the most awesome thing I've seen in a while.
Jason and I stood there and kind of talked for a little bit, and then me and my brother got in the truck and we left. And we didn't even get out of the subdivision, and Jason chased us down. Out
of kind of just instinct, I jump in my car and I drive kind of fast to try and catch up with Travis Good. And I flash my lights and kind of honk at him, and I pull around and I roll down my window and I said, I want to do something bigger and something more for Matt. I just feel like it's something that we need to do.
We exchanged phone numbers, and he said that he'd been wanting to do some kind of project and help somebody, and this had really inspired him.
And in the coming months, we slowly began to assemble what we thought was going to be kind of a small, simple plan. I knew that in order to really do this, I needed other people to hear and understand his story. I brought it up. I said, hey, I know this may seem kind of crazy, but you know, I'm in the video business, and you know, would you allow me to tell your story? And so what if we did that and it helped other people that are battling with this evil disease called cancer? If it helped them embrace hope or to get out of bed in the morning, would it be worth it to you? And he just kind of smiled and shook his head and he said, okay, you got me.
Nobody would ever say that cancer is a blessing, but it's a definite awakening. My dad told us just how easy life was, you know. There's no, it's black and white. There's no gray in there. If there's gray in there, you're putting it in there. And that's what this cancer does. The only regret that I have is that it took cancer to open my eyes the way that they're open. Me and my wife have spent 22 years together, and it could have been like this. I don't want my wife's roof to leak. I'd like for her to be able to put her head down, not worry about where she's going to put it down at. And I'd like to catch a fish with my new grandson, to buy a couple of dresses for my new granddaughter that I haven't seen, and just one more camping trip. And I think that could do it for me. This disease carries two things with it. One of them is just a destroyer of me, but it also carries a magnet that draws people together.
So after capturing all of that in that interview, that really inspired everything, because once people saw the heart of Matt Johnston, they wanted to be involved. All right, we're on our way to Scott City right now. Just got a call just a few minutes ago from Bethany. She's kind of our inside spy. She let us know that Matt is wanting to go and go grocery shopping and get all the equipment and materials and things that they're going to need for their fun little camping trip. We're going to present him with a gift card so that they don't have to worry about anything. You know, when it goes, they just got to show up and enjoy. So, McDowell South RV saw your video, and they wanted this to be just an epic camping trip. It's a big daddy. So it's got a nice queen bed, you know, but it's a big one. So they're gonna have you. It's all gonna be set up for you, so you don't have to do a thing but just show up. And we want you guys to have everything that you need. So we got you $300 at Walmart.
Thanks, man.
Is that cool?
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
So there it was, the camping trip wish granted. So all of our troops of volunteers just basically came down to Scott City, and we waited bright and early Thursday morning for them to pull out, and then
We bombarded the house as soon as they left. There's been a ton of progress happening inside, so we're going to go in and interview a couple of the volunteers and see where we stand and what needs to happen. I'm here with Melanie and Michelle, two volunteers for ProjectSemperFi. So just give us a quick update of what's happening and where we stand.
Well, I got here at about 10 this morning, and this room was completely packed with...
Packed full, yeah.
And we've cleaned everything out, and now the room's pretty much empty, and we're scrubbing walls and prepping to paint next.
Okay guys, this is a very special project, very much near and dear to my heart personally, because if you remember, Matt talked a whole lot about how special that Serenity Garden was at the Cancer Center, remember?
Right, yes.
And where he wrote "SemperFi" and "Never Give Up." So we wanted to kind of pay that forward by giving him his very own Serenity Rock Garden.
Right now we are in Damien's room, and this is one of the rooms that we are doing on the inside, and we got an interior designer coming in to really make this room awesome for a little boy who truly deserves it.
All right, everybody, you know, she's not only a beauty queen, my little co-host Diva, but you know, here, take a swing at it. Let's tear this down.
Okay, but you missed when I got this
one. I just want everybody to know that I did get one.
Well, I don't believe you, so you're gonna have to do it again.
I don't know if I can.
Oh God, she's gonna hit me.
Better back up. Woo.
Oh, it came down, but you seriously hit like a girl.
This is heavier than I thought it was gonna be.
All right, good job.
I'm here with Ralph Craig from Riverside Remodeling and Windows. So give us an update. How long do you think that's going to take you?
We're hoping that we can get it done today. It's about 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. We're hoping by the end of the day tomorrow that we can have pretty well 90% of it done. It's going to be a lot of work, but we're here for the long haul and we're going to get it done.
Okay, we got a little bit of a problem. The guys are ripping off the roof, and our inside crew actually just ran outside to notify us that this happened. Basically, they now have a skylight in their bathroom. So, Veronica, we're going to have to add to our project list.
Yes, just a little bit.
So this is definitely something we're going to have to fix. It wasn't in the plans, but we're going to get on top of this, literally, and remove this skylight and fix this bathroom.
Getting late in day one, but Buckeyes just arrived. They've brought a lot of materials. Most of what they brought is going to be used to build the deck. Hopefully we'll be able to get some things moving, and the rest of it I'm sure will take place tomorrow.
It is day 2. It is morning, and morning for most of us, but some of these guys have been working since like
4:30.
So much has been accomplished.
I mean, if you can see behind us, the siding is going up very quickly. Bloomfield Lawn and Landscaping is getting started on the Serenity Rock Garden. We'll check that out in a little bit, but I mean, so much is happening right now.
Matt's son, TJ, we just got to meet him just a short moment ago.
That was amazing.
You know, very kind of emotional moment, kind of the anticipation, so it was really cool to see him. We've got a gentleman that is volunteering to basically completely gut the bathroom and handle all of that for us today. So we're very thankful that that came about. It's just been amazing. So stay tuned. I think that we're going to see lots of changes go around this place today. So it's going to be awesome.
As you can see behind me, the bathroom demo is underway. They're getting everything ripped out. One of the issues that we've been having, especially on the roof, is wasps. I mean, they are everywhere, and so right now they're actually trying to come through the hole in the ceiling. So we're trying to make sure we've got wasp spray and everybody's taken care of, but they're doing a great job. Rob Stevens, owner of Heartland Custom Flooring, and they are donating all the flooring for this home. So give us an update. Tell me what's going on.
Well, we're bringing in some carpet and pad, some top quality stuff to do in the family room here. There's a secondary living room and the child's bedroom over here. The bathroom, we're putting in some vinyl planks.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you so much, because I know that's a big thing to donate. So tell me a little bit about what this project means to you.
Well, one of the reasons we purchased a business, we bought the business about 2 years ago. One of the big reasons is because we'd like to be able to contribute back to the community. And we just really love being able to help our community and help people that are in need.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, your business is in Scott City, this home is in Scott City. I mean, it's just amazing that you're a part of this, and just seeing the community and everyone outpour for this family is truly wonderful. So we appreciate everything that you're doing, and I'll let you get to work.
Glad we could help.
Okay, I'm back on the selfie cam, and right behind me, the roofers are battling wasps. They are bad, and people are getting bit. It's crazy. They've got lots of wasp spray, but obviously they're still going to have a little issue. As As you can see behind me, a lot is still happening and it's coming together very quickly. The deck is coming along really nicely. The siding is coming really far. So all that's left on the siding right now is the rest of the side here and the back. So that should be done hopefully pretty soon. The deck, it's just looking so good. All right, I'm back on the selfie cam and we just broke ground on the shed that Adam Berger very generously donated. He came to us this morning and said he wanted to do something. He wanted to build this shed for Matt, and it's one of those projects we just know Matt's gonna love. He's a carpenter, he likes to tinker, and he needs a shop to put all of his tools and things. So this is a very exciting project. We're very thankful to have it, so can't wait to see it get built. All right, now that you've taken a look and you've assessed the situation, tell me what you found.
Well, we found a lot of wasps underneath the overhangs, underneath the roof ledge. There's some damage to the soffit, and back in those areas, they're nesting back in there. So what we did, we put some dust back in those voids, so when the wasps go back in there, it kind of gets back to where their colonies are.
Right, okay, so I mean, how long does it usually take for that stuff to kick in and start working?
It's a contact. When it gets on them, they're not going to immediately fall down, but once they get that dust on them, they can't survive. And it kind of deters them from wanting to go back in there too.
Oh, okay, so that's perfect. So, I mean, is it just sort of a one-time treatment at this point and then assess the situation later on if they have an
that's
issue?
kind of for right now. Mainly just get that dust in there, let the product work, and then kind of come back and see if there's any places maybe that there's always a possibility they can move to a new area, but we want to kind of let it work for now.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it.
No problem.
And hopefully we'll prevent anyone from getting stung at this point.
That's what we're wanting to do, absolutely.
All right, I'm here on the selfie cam. We want to give you a quick update of what's going on in the yard. Bloomfield Lawn and Landscape has finished the rock garden, as you guys know, and now they are working on the landscaping out front of the home, and they're really coming along. It's looking beautiful. I can't wait to see the finished product. And thank you again to Bloomfield Lawn and Landscape for donating their time and the materials. Here with Donna Braun, who is Matt's sister. We actually found something very, very special. Can you tell us what this is?
It's actually my dad's honorable discharge from the service. I mean, I knew he had it. My dad had the certificate, but I didn't really know where it was at.
Yeah, so what we're actually going to do is take this and get some good copies of it and frame it up real nice.
And I'm sure it'll mean a lot to Matt, too.
Hey everybody, it is Saturday morning. That is day 3 of ProjectSemperFi. Matt Johnston's home is well underway, possibly in the early afternoon. A lot of the exterior projects will be near completion. So just to give you a quick update, here's what's on our list today. Basically finishing out the bathroom. As you remember, it was a complete gut job. Luckily, we got donations for all the fixtures, new tub, vanity, and toilet. So new drywall is going in there today. And also trim, more painting. All the light fixtures are going in the den, the family room, and the grandson's bedroom. I think this is going to be an awesome reveal, so we'll give you some updates along the way.
All right, we're inside the house now, and as you can see behind me, the room has been painted, the carpet is going in. Larry Bueller and his wife Becky are working hard on the installation. The carpet was donated by Heartland Custom Flooring, so I mean, you can already tell it's pretty much a brand new room already. All right, I'm back on the selfie cam. I'm here in the basement where the HVAC system is being installed. Apparently there's a ton of problems. There's been carbon monoxide apparently leaking into the house for years. They're trying to get that issue resolved and take care of all the HVAC situation, but you know, we just don't know what's going on right now. We will get you an update very soon. I'm I'm here with Donna, Matt's older sister, and you know, in talking to you, we've heard some really great stories of sibling love and just funny stuff.
We actually climbed onto the roof knowing that we weren't supposed to. And on the other side of the flue, the chimney up there, that was going to be our watchtower for the airport. We straddled the eave of the house, set up on it, and we flew this airplane until we heard the door shut. And it's like, oh my God. So we tried to sit real still.
So Dad wouldn't see you.
Dad already knew. Dad didn't want to come get us. We didn't want to come down, and we knew we were in big trouble.
Well, I love hearing stories of sibling love. I have a sister, and I know what it's like, and I'm sure you have many, many more. Behind me, what you're looking at is the future home of Matt's shop/shed that was going to be built, but unfortunately, as you know, things happen and we ran into a little bit of a snag. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get it built in time because something happened with the concrete and we could not get it poured. But the good news is Monday or Tuesday it will be finished and Matt will get to enjoy it. While all of this work has been going on, the Johnsons have been kicked back and relaxing on that camping trip that they wanted so badly.
And I'm sure they're having a blast, so let's check in with them.
It took us 3 years to get back out here. We had no idea about this. I mean, we pulled up here the other night and I started crying, she started crying. I mean, the people that have surrounded us when we found out about this, the way that this family pulled together, the way that my friends pulled together, it was a miracle. I've slept better in the last 2 nights than I've had in a year. It's just another miracle on top of a miracle.
In order to be successful at this, I quickly realized organization and coordination is key. So we quickly have created kind of a system so that we can kind of basically herd people, put them in the right place, find out what their skill is, and maximize it. Like right now, we just learned that we are in need of dinner tonight. I need to feed my crew. Tonight's going to be a late night, and so I need food. The ProjectSemperFi Facebook page has been huge. We started with like 2 members, and within 2 days we had over 400 members with a huge outpouring of just people saying, what can I do? What can I bring? What can I buy? What can I donate? Everybody's met our needs. It's awesome. Organization, key. Hopefully, if we ever do this again, I think we're going to have it figured out.
All right, so I'm in the Bobcat again on the selfie cam this time. I feel like I became a pro when it came to the gravel. So where am I going? What am I doing? I'm pretty sure I'm good at it now. Wait, I don't remember. Wait, this one goes forward? I feel like I'm not doing something right. I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna go left with this one. And then right. This is exciting. I've got a little bit of direction, so hopefully we'll be able to figure this out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I have a newfound respect for these things because that is very tricky. We just experienced a huge moment in the renovation of this home. The AC has kicked on, which, as you guys know, this home had no AC. So right now, it's just in the basement. They still have to run some ductwork up to the main level, but I mean, this is a big moment, guys.
I happened to get Veronica, who is terrified of heights. How you doing up here?
I'm a little scared, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I think I'm doing pretty good as long as I don't have to move around.
Well, listen, if you've been following along, this roof had lots of issues, lots of rot. We had to replace a lot of decking. It wasn't just a typical easy roof to do here. Right. So, but I have good news. Our crew, courtesy of Go Green Contracting, has just a few more pieces of ridge cap right behind us, and this roof is done.
down. It is day 4. We have lots to do today. It's mostly a beautification day, wrapping up some final projects. So we are ready to get everything taken care of today.
You know, lots of people that were volunteering that Sunday, they were missing their typical church service on Sundays. And so we all met down at the Rock Garden and we had a ceremony, and it was beautiful. And it was a time where all the volunteers came and just sat and reflected over the past few days on what we'd accomplished, but more importantly, what we accomplished together. I want to honor each and every one of you. This blows my mind when I look at this house and I look at this crowd of people. Many of you have been here for 16, 17 hours a day and just working without complaining. This isn't real world stuff here. Maybe you've had things come into your life that's caused you to doubt that there's good. We've all had bitter times. Bethany, with tears in her eyes, she said, you know, this whole thing has made my heart bitter. Seeing her dad battle this evil disease has made her heart hard, but with tears in her eyes, she looked at me and she said, this is restoring my faith that there is good in the world. We have this group called World Changers, and it's inspired by Matthew 19:26. With man, this right here is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. Some people think about a world changer changing this planet, but you can change somebody's world just by getting out of your own for just a little bit. And that really is the message here. Each one of you stepped out of your own world to invest in someone else's. Your heart here, I hope you leave different than when you first arrived on Thursday morning. We are in the final moments of the big event, and here we are, all the finishing touches. This crew has worked tirelessly now for 3 days.
Absolutely.
And so basically everybody's running around like crazy people, cleaning up and just getting everything where it's supposed to be, getting ready to pressure wash the brand new deck that was stained last night at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, it was a late night for everybody. And
but, you know, I think it's fitting since we're this close, and pretty well these guys behind us are finally installing our big red door. That is a brand new, beautiful door. And should we?
Yeah, absolutely. This was something that we actually found in the basement the other day. We cleaned it up and it looks really nice, and so we're just ready to hang it.
It makes it official, and it's going to be very exciting to say welcome home, Johnston family.
With TJ and his family, and Bill Cole, owner of Realty Executives. And as you know, it takes a lot of money to travel home from Hawaii, and we just did not want that burden of travel expenses to be on you. So we wanted to take care of that and present you with a check for $2,000 to cover that.
With everything else, I can't thank you enough for all this and everything.
Well, it's an honor to be a part of it, and I mean, I'm just thankful I get to be just a small part of it.
It's great, and this is more than I can ask for, but it's amazing.
We appreciate your service in your own right, and we did not want you to have this burden. So our company is happy to take care of this, and God bless you.
Me and my family definitely appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Matt has just arrived. He is up the street. Jason is getting him out of his car to walk down the road. So, very exciting moment.
How are you?
I'm not doing bad.
Are you overwhelmed? This is kind of freaky, isn't it?
This is crazy.
Can you put it in park and just leave it right here for me and walk down with me?
Sure, okay.
Come on, brother. You know that guy?
Come here. How you doing?
Love it.
Love you too, man. You doing okay?
Let me explain.
Okay.
Your video has touched the hearts of a lot of people.
It's kind of looking that way.
And they've been deeply inspired by your courage and by your wisdom and by the man that you are. And they wanted to give you a homecoming. You recognize any? There's some few nurses here too. Kind of overwhelming.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
I wish my baby was here.
I know.
Oh, brother.
Let me explain what we're doing. If y'all, look at this. This is, you know, you said a lot of things, but do you remember seeing this? It's on my back. Would you read that?
Life is black, white. There is gray in it. If there's gray in it, you put it there. Yes, sir, I do. My dad told me that a long time ago.
You've been an inspiration to all these people, and there's probably a couple hundred more that are not here. And so you had a few just simple requests, and one of those was one good long camping trip. And so you just got back from that. How was it?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Until about 3 o'clock this morning when poor Joanna started coughing and couldn't catch her breath. And but up until then, she said, we're never going in a tent again.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you also said you wanted to catch a fish with your grandson. Did he get to play with his new fishing pole?
Yeah, hey, yep.
He did. Yeah?
Okay, we casted it, and Papa showed me how to stick it in the ground and wait. And he'd stick it in the ground, just stare at it, waiting for it to do something.
And then another thing that you asked for was so that Anna wouldn't have to have worry around the house and that your roof wouldn't leak, right?
Yes, sir. When it was all over with, I just wanted her to be able to relax and not have no worries. You know, every time I got down, you guys were there every time. The Marine Corps, they brought my son 9,000 miles before I ever got out of the hospital, just to make sure that me and him were together, and that I seen him one last time, and then my family kept coming around. There's no way this happened without the hand of the Lord in it.
That's right. Amen. Well, Matt, that was beautifully said. Well, let me tell you something. The other part that has been echoed for just a few days was you said cancer is a destroyer of men, but more importantly, it's a magnet that draws people together.
Yes.
And you've seen that in your family. And I wanted you to see that with the community of people who love you, who you've inspired, who they call you their hero. And so you asked for your roof to be repaired. And so we have something to show you. Move that truck! All right, let's walk forward just a little bit.
Watch your trees up there.
We started out just wanting to do a roof, but the more the people that got involved, the more people that wanted to help, and the more that we could accomplish, and virtually you have a new home now. On the inside.
He might get stung.
3
times for me. Did you? I love you, brother.
But let's go check out the inside. Matt, check out your new house.
This ain't my house. My house is shot. My dad's flag.
There's a lot of special meaning in here. It's not just new furniture. Patrick Furniture totally hooked you up in this room with all new stuff. Because there's a lot of men and women in uniform that are there. This was the inspiration piece for the whole room. You know, you're a hero to many. What do you think, Bethany?
I can't. Thank you.
And then you have a new den here. We just repositioned that. We know how special that is, and we just framed it so that it's a piece of
That's
something.
everywhere he's been.
Everywhere he's been.
Oh, man.
Isn't that cool? That's the family, and that's why you do what you do.
That's my baby boy right there. He'll be coming home pretty soon.
Do you notice, by the way, it's kind of cool in here, but you don't hear any window units? We wanted this to be a healthy home for you to heal and for your wife to heal. Somebody donated a complete HVAC unit with a full purification so that your wife can breathe easy in this home. Well, we have a little surprise for Damien, too. We didn't think his room was quite cool enough. Do you want to see your new bedroom, buddy?
Damien, come check out your new room.
He said, I don't know what that place is.
New toys, new Hot Wheels.
Whoa.
That's yours, buddy.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, we have just one more surprise outside. Okay, so check out that brand new roof.
That is awesome.
So I can assure you, your roof isn't going to leak. That is a 20-year warranty roof, architectural shingles. Those some of the best there are. Here's the deal. We're here because, like I said, you're a hero. You're humble. You're going to deny that. But your heart, your attitude, the way that you serve others, that's what makes a hero. And so today, we want to pay tribute to you the way that we feel that you're deserved the honor. And so we'd like to sing God Bless America as we welcome the troops come in. No, the troops are going to be through here.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. The mountains to the prairies.
Right there. That my no Irish rose right there. Nah, baby. You guys keep coming over from Hawaii, you're gonna be broke. Oh. That's just a little disease. You just catch it, everybody starts coming around. I think you met Jason. That was awesome, young man. Did you see what they done down there to Uncle Kenny's deal? Or Grandpa Kenny's deal?
I've been here the last 3 days helping him rebuild it.
He's been here the last 3 days helping build it. Let's go down. Let's all go down and check this out. You talked about how that cancer center, the rock garden, inspired you.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to give you your own inspirational rock garden.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Everybody that has worked here over the last 4 days has signed and given you a word of hope, a word of encouragement.
It can't get no better.
You see what your fire pit says?
Oh.
And on the back it says never give up.
That's what I wrote on my rock.
It is. That is what you wrote on your rock.
It's beautiful.
Can you see yourself drinking a cup of coffee here?
I can see myself drinking a beer here.
I think we may have to do that.
Yeah. I can't thank you. I don't know what to say. I've been running my mouth for ever. You know that. Everybody knows that knows me. Thank you. That's all I know what to say.
You know that Ty Pennington show? That Extreme Home Makeover with Ty Pennington? I just want to say, humbly, that he's got nothing on my crew. Over 150 people or more have volunteered from the time that, from about 5:30 until 11 o'clock at night. People have been here, blood, sweat, and tears, all because they wanted to serve you. I got just a few more surprises, if this wasn't all enough. Again, the generosity and heart of these people coming together. There was probably over 25 area businesses that donated 100% of everything. It's just incredible. When they heard your story, they wanted to be a part. But more importantly, I think as a group, everybody wanted to remove any burden and worry that you would have.
I don't think we got any.
Well, we still got a few things to work on, some expenses. So, in talking about that, a group of people came together and we're paying off your mortgage.
Yeah, baby.
Furthermore, that little lie that I told you about us fixing your car.
That poor thing.
We actually did have it diagnosed and they said it's shot. And so you see that Honda Accord up there? That's your car. There's some folks came together and said we need to meet that need. So they've got a good, reliable, economical car, and it is in great condition.
And it's good to go.
And it's good to go.
Thank all you. Thank you.
Welcome home, Matt.
Welcome home.
ProjectSemperFi, in just a few words, was one simple man, Marine, inspired hundreds of people by his 4 very simple wishes in 4 days to accomplish really a crazy miracle, really, that we were able to accomplish so much. And so when he said in those words in that initial interview, cancer is a destroyer of men, but it's also a magnet that brings people together. I saw this and hundreds of people saw that that is the truth.
I'm still trying to grasp it. Like, I wake up every morning and I'm still trying to put together, like, wow, this is my house. This is mine and my parents' house. It's something to be proud of now.
It kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It started out with just, you know, helping him with the roofing and the siding, and then it ended up being our entire house.
I think it's bringing my family together in a way that was needed.
Knowing that you don't have to worry if everything's said and done, that your family has a good place to live. They have a good place to go to sleep at night, you know, and it's all right there. He walked in and seeing that there was, you could just see in his eyes there was just a huge burden lifted off his shoulders.
I mean, you can tell that there's a difference in the atmosphere in there now. Like, Dad's not stressed, even though he doesn't feel good, you know, even though he's sick, and when he wakes up and he comes in the living room, you can tell that he's happy.
I was really bitter. I was and this really restored my faith in everyone.
It's fascinating. It makes you open your eyes and realize that the world isn't completely gone. Not everybody is a terrible person, you know, not everybody's out to get you. There are people there that can help, that want to help, that are so excited to help.
Seeing what it started being a very small project, but then seeing this outpouring of just love and support from strangers, people that have never even met Matt before, showing up there with tool belts in hand and just a willing heart to, hey, show me where to go.
Time is, you know, what we take for granted. And then people, they're just there 15, 16 hours a day working to help put my family's, you know, worries and burdens away. Is, you know, I can't thank everybody enough who was there helping.
Really want to thank everyone, and I can't really express my feelings, like my gratitude and how it made me feel, because I didn't expect it to be this big.
I don't know what to say. I could never thank any of you enough for what you have done for my family. You've brought us together in a way that I didn't know could be done.
We went down there to help a man with just a few needs that was on his bucket list. And I think we left there through blood, sweat, and tears, realizing that, man, this is way bigger than Matt Johnston and his needs. It's about the needs of, I think, every human and every person that has a need to just serve others and do something that unites people for a common goal of just togetherness and doing something that's right, that feels good, that you know, helping someone and paying it forward. And being a part of that really is probably, it's by far one of the most rewarding things that I've ever been a part of in my entire life.
It's not over. It's still growing. It's going from our community to other communities. People's talking about it, and I can't wait to see where it all ends.
Jason, I don't know about you, but I can truly say, without any doubt, that the last 4 days have changed my life, as well as hundreds and possibly even thousands of people that have witnessed this or taken part in it. And it's just, you just see so much negativity in the world, and this just reminds you of there is still good in people, and it's just a wonderful thing, and you feel so good when you serve other people. And you know, I have a young daughter, and I want to make sure that she's brought up in a world where we act selflessly instead of selfishly, and I want her to know that, you know, and see that there are needs in other people, then we can help.
That's right. That's so good, Veronica. And that is exactly, I believe, why we did this and why this all came together. In the beginning, we all thought, you know, we're coming down to Scott City to help out the Johnstons, and we certainly did that, but I think we're all leaving very different than we arrived. Strangers came together. I saw unity among people like I've never seen, and so you watching, if you have been inspired or touched in any way, if your heartstrings have been tugged on, that means that you have something inside of you, just like Veronica was talking about, where you have a need and a want to serve others, to love, to help. And so I challenge you right now, let ProjectSemperFi be a springboard to your next project. This doesn't have to end here. This can be the beginning of a beautiful movement in our region, and it can spread across the nation even. You know, I'm a big dreamer, and you know, I believe that this is evidence that people want to do good. Compassion and kindness is still alive, and let it be alive in you.
I can go up here to Lightner Cemetery, and I can lay myself down and I can do it comfortable. I know my wife and my children are safe, and there's not going to be leaking on their heads. I couldn't ask for better friends. My dad told me if you had one, you were doing good, and they just kept adding up and kept adding up. And like I told my wife the other day, if we lose tonight, we won.
One, two, three, four, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want a good tomorrow, it's pretty simple, gotta find a light to follow. And if you do, you have a future real bright. And it's a combination of consistency. Come on and sing, oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing. With another sunrise, it's a brand new day, so gonna make a little list to keep the worries away. I gotta dance just a little bit, move to be free. Keep my head up, don't forget to be me. Like I won $1 million, like I hit the pay dirt. Gonna smile from ear to ear, the kind that makes your face hurt. And we'll laugh, jump, sing loud, not afraid to shout about being happy, living it out. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me.